Hello everyone. So today I have received this HP laptop, desktop motherboard, which seems like laptop because it has adapter input. We have to input 19 volt, which uses Dell or HP pins. Okay, we have this primary MOSFET, and we have this desktop motherboard, which has onboard processor. As you can see, this is onboard processor, and this is laptop RAM, which is, I think DDR2. Okay, PC3L 1.3635, sorry. Okay, so this is what board is. Okay, so let me show you first. Someone has tried to repair this is his unique ID. Okay, after that he has reprogrammed this BIOS, and we are going to check. So first thing, let me show you. I have kept my multimeter in buzzer range. So this is the input, means we are going to connect adapter over here. So we have one MOSFET over here, and as you can see it's giving me nearly 13 or 12 impedance. At output side, same situation. So here we have some sort of MOSFET and pair. Okay, this is, I think, VRM section. So as you can see, the condition of MOSFET is not quite good. As you can see, the color of this three and this three MOSFET is little bit darker. So let me show you. This is 19 volt section. As you can see, it's giving me 13 impedance, and here also somewhat. This is ground and this is 13, and here also, means our 19 volt section is short in. Okay, so first thing which I am going to do, just remove this. Okay, so as you can see, this is our processor. Okay, so we are going to remove shorting in 19 volt line section. Okay, let me take my DC supply. For removing shorting, we are going to make a jumper wire first at output of this MOSFET, because in laptop we have sensor register. So let me see whether we do have sensor register in this board also. No, I don't think so. Okay, so let me directly connect to output of this what we can say, MOSFET. Take some flux, take some soldering. Okay, so this is my jumping wire. So I am going to connect over here. This, okay, I have connected it to my jumping wire to source terminal. Take care while soldering, because do not solder that gate and source, otherwise the MOSFET will be shorted. Okay, one positive wire is connected, and let me give ground somewhere here on this USB socket. Okay, that's enough. So I am going to turn on my DC supply and increase voltage. As you can see, it's taking nearly 900 milliamps on 1.4 volts. So let me check for heating. Okay, I am here feeling something warm, so let me grab some cotton. Take some thinner and let me check. Okay, here I am getting some sort of heat, so let me increase voltage and check one by one. I think this capacitor is shorted, so let me turn off and remove this cap. Okay, and turn on. Okay, as you can see right now it's getting 0 milliamps and it's giving 1.4 volt, and it means that we were having short in this capacitor. That's why I'm going to increase its voltage. Okay, I think we are good to go. So let me remove this capacitor was shorted to ground. That's why our motherboard was showing being short. So just remove jumper. One more thing which you should know about this motherboard, which is of HP desktop motherboard. Okay, in this motherboard someone has programmed its BIOS, I don't know, but this motherboard consists of 1.8 volt BIOS, means its operating voltage is 1.8 volt. If you program this BIOS on 3.3 volt BIOS programmer, then this BIOS chip will be what we can say damaged. So I don't know whether he has programmed on 1.8 volt BIOS programmer or which one. So let's hope for good. Okay, we are going to connect this. Okay, let me place this over here. Okay, like this. Okay, same with here. Okay, so let me place this like this. I have connected this cable, also fan also connected. So let me increase voltage little bit. Okay, okay, the motherboard has started, it's giving beep. Okay, so let me turn off because our RAM was not connected, that's why it's giving beep. So let me connect my VGA cable. So okay, so we are going to power on. It's not powering on. Let me press power button pressed. It's taking 400 milliamps as you can see, and still no beep. Okay, I think we have display which is available because I heard noise of screen. Okay, as you can see we do have display, as you can see this. So let me check which processor is there. So as you can see it has Intel Pentium processor. Okay, this is RAM speed and all that. All the 2 GB RAM is connected with this, and as you can see CPU fan not detected, rear chassis fan not detected because this is branded machine and there are too many fans which are connected with this. So it means we have repaired our motherboard. I think we have took only nearly 10 to 20 minutes, not only 10 to 15 minutes to repair this motherboard. So let me start once again. This is my power button, pressing power button. This fan is not working properly. Okay, after little bit moving, just we have to clean this dust. After cleaning I think our fan will work. in okay condition, and our display is also available. Okay, as you can see, our display is also available. Okay, one thing which I did wrong here, we are getting CPU fan not detected, because this is connection for system fan. As you can see, it is written over here, and I have connected that fan to that terminal. We have to connect fan to this. So let me switch. And this was today's repair. Thank you. Subscribe for more videos.